Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the Black Tiger Miner Twitter or the Black Tiger Miner Crypto News Network. In this article, we're talking about KRC20 tokens on the comeback with the rise of the Kaspa's crescendo update on Monday. I think there is some movement now in the KRC20 tokens. So let me know what you guys think. Plus, I got some questions about zeal or the zeal token or how that's supposed to progress. There is a couple videos we'll look at, but nobody's really talking about the zeal. The weird thing is, it's not on the Kaspa FY. Actually, I looked at a few sites and they don't really have it on the site anymore. Somebody told me a couple of days ago that they were going to move it over to the L2 layer for Caspa. So let me know what you guys heard or think or even understand about what's going on. And again, don't forget to sign up for the BTM Crypto News Network to stay current on events. Also, May is Lupus Awareness Month. So all the super chats and the donations, I'm going to donate to um, the Lupus Foundation of America or the Lupus Foundation. I'll double check and confirm and see how much we're actually going to donate. So on the uh, X Twitter page, this is Moonbound taking shape, powered by Cast. Get ready to take off. And I actually thought this was actually, what is Moonbound? What the freak is this? First launch platform for Casper coming soon. Moonbound GG. Okay, interesting. So this is why Zeal Swap can achieve at least $4.25. This cycle, the first DEX on Casp will achieve 20 billion. So put this Zeal at 200 million. What's next for Zeal? Now that the pre-sale is complete, 20% of Zeal sold, 30% raised funds will now be sent for the dev and audits. 7% bootstrap protocol liquidity at search at launch will be sent to us in cash. 20%, 10% at the time we'll use to buy KRC20 tokens. Return with KRC20 and then receive the next 10% or so on. 1% will be immediately moved to the Nacho community treasury. The remaining 79 of Zeal will immediately be secured in Tangent wallets. Okay. Shout out to Conan, the top dog on Kaspa. Hey, Conan Army, we have a small question to solve. We are facing the right now with the new Conan website. The charity was a great idea, but if it will bring us a lot of energy and positive moving our project, we have a lot of questions on how to do this. Oh, wow. So this is on the BTM Crypto News Network. You can look it up. I'm not going to read all that. But shout out to the top dog. So let me know what you guys think about that. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a Kaspy, the superhero meme world needs. This is, hey, 20 weeks of my KRC20 wallet tracking journey. We have a nice 15x hit with Wolfie's bar. In the video, we'll take a deeper look in Wolfie. And I did pick up some Wolfie also. So let me know what KRC20 tokens you guys are into. What up, Pod TV? Mean News, top KRC20 tokens by volume, May 2nd at 10 a.m. Tango, Nacho, Goat, Kaspy, Konan. What? Uh, Froppy, Stick, Bar, Pac-Man, and Czar, or Z-Sar, whatever it is. Um, I'm not even sure what this is saying. Check it. Bert's all dressed up in tux, tickling the ivories and dropping mad vibes on Cast Network as one of the first true blue chip KRC20 beast. Fun fact, KRC20 admissions follow a cosmotic scale starting at 440. That's a 4 pitch on your piano, the easing down a 1 semitone each month. It's a smooth musical halving that echoes Bert's own crescendo on the keys. Okay, not reading all that either, but it is on the Twitter feed as well. Casper now top market cap losers. That's weird. Mantis, Collie, Crumbs, B, Boncoin, and Jerry. 3 days BPS pure cast energy. So shout out to Nacho the cat. Little man casts at the top again. 10 BPS May 5th. And this is list of altcoins with the number of mentions, most tweets on X in the last 24 hours. Number 1 is Cast. Shout out to the Kaspa community. If you like it, I love it. This is Croak. Wow, 5 BPS so fast. Yeah, okay. Wait 72 hours, Cast will blow your mind with 10 BPS. You'll need to rocket ship because even the Lambo can't catch up. And I'm going to look at this. I like this actual site. This is Cast Under. We launched a new feature. Click the daily transactions bar to explore Cast. Oh, transactions in the selected frame. Instantly check the network activity and uncover the cause of the transaction spikes. Try it now at Cast Under. Gonna look at that in a minute. And this is the crescendo is now 64 hours, 17 minutes, and 30 seconds away. And currently, Cast is up 7.3. Virtuals is up 7.6. Peanuts up 4.2. XPX 6900 is up 1.7. ZBCN is up 9.9. FTT is up 8.4. Putty Penguin is up 11.4. Turbo's up 13. Tiles up 2.6. Quant's up 1.3. Arts Block is up 0.5. Hatoshi's up 0.6. Luna's up 1. Metal is up 1.8. Hence up 0.5. And that's the gainers for the today. So this is the KRC20 tokens on CAS SYI. So top gainer is Caspy 40%. Okay. Dow K up 13. PTKS is up 6. Zeal is up 8. And Kiro, whatever, is up 8. Wolfie is down 46%. Zeal is up 8%. Nacho is up 7. Kango is up 2%. And that's what I was wondering. So yesterday, Zale was number 2, right? And today, Zale's not even on here. Zeal is at a 8 million market cap, so it should be number 2. So I don't know why they took it off of the top, the dashboard. Let me know if you guys have found or understand or even know what happened with Zeal on the dashboard. Okay, it's on 20. How'd it go from, that's weird. How'd it go from number 2 to 22 if it's got an 8 million market cap? I don't understand what's going on here. That's weird. Let's see, close this back out, get to the, I don't know what happened. That's weird. Why would they go down to number 2? Let me know if you guys know or have any ideas what happened there. It's weird that they would be, how they got an 8 million. Oh, I wonder if this is sorted by trading volume. That's weird. Why is this? Oh, they're not even, I don't understand what's going on. I guess they're minting them again. I don't know. Let me know. Somebody chime in if you know in the comments. That's weird. So this is Kaspa.com. You see here, Nacho's one, Kango, PPKS, and Zell is not on. Yeah, Zell's here too. I don't understand what's going on. That's weird. I don't know. I'm still trying these tools because I haven't been using them in a while. So I'm just getting back in the swing of things. So this is Kaspa's currently 2.6 billion market cap. It is up 7.3 in the last 24 hours. I think we're going to need that again. So this is on the day. We'll look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart says it's holding flat around 10 cents. MACD crossed and they started losing volume. On the 15-minute chart, the MACD is up and they're adding volume. On the 1-hour chart, MACD crossed and they're adding volume as well. Let's check the RSI indicator real quick. So RSI is up, actually really up. RSI is up 73. RSI base moving average is 66 on the hour chart. On the 15-minute chart, it is up as well, 68 and 64. And on the 5-minute chart, it is coming down in the 50s. Interesting development. So this is CAT scan. And I'm playing around with these tools because I haven't been using them in a while. I don't understand why there's no tokens here, right? Some of these tools are not working or if there's no feed anymore or what happened, but it doesn't appear that it's pulling any data back. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys are using any of these tools and if I'm doing something wrong. So I don't know. But this is Kaspa. And Kaspa has a lot of information on different tokens. And there's a lot of links here. So I was checking the links out where just at Kasp.com. I do have the KSPR wallet. And these are some more links. So this is actually a pretty cool site. I might need to go ahead and bookmark this puppy. So this is Casplex, which go to here, which brings us back to the Kaspa FYI dashboard. Hmm. Yeah, two dashboards open? Oh, wow. It does bring us back to the dashboard twice. And this is the dashboard again. Interesting. So I wonder if they are, it's 100% minted, fully minted. And wow, 433 holders. So why is it not showing up on the dashboard? If you guys know, let me know what you see here. Ooh, Casper Market. What is this? Yeah, so there's lots of dashboards for KRC20. And like I said, either way it go with what is this? Either way it go with like with turbo, right? If there's a lot of draw on a certain topic, it is only a matter of time before this starts pumping, right? How many freaking dashboards there are for KRC20 token? When people are putting a lot of information in it that's trending, uh Rally Way, what you talking about, man? Thanks for joining. Let's see if we can find zeal on here. Okay, I might want to spell it right. That's weird. I don't know what's going on here, but I hope I didn't lose my cash buying those buying Zelle tokens. Let me know if you guys were able to find out anything about Zale or Woofy. Looking for the search. Is there a search? It's weird. This guy don't even have a search. There's our friend Bert. There's Woofy. Oh wow, down 46%. Oh man, that is not good. So this is something I'm also playing with Cash Under. It's actually pretty cool. So it shows you Zale is 17% of the token, 8.5. Kango is 14. Nacho is 25. Caspy's 4.4, and TPKAS is 6.2. I don't even know where key or this guy even came from. And this is showing us all tokens. See what Zale is here. I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be showing us. Oh, these are wallets. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so it shows us. Oh wow. Wow. This guy got 70% in freaking Zale. I thought I was losing a grip with Zale. 6.2 million. Interesting. So it shows you wallet holders, I guess. I'm not sure what this means. I guess these are exchanges. Anybody know? Top trending token versus market cap. Oh, okay. So there are 1,958 current KRC20 tokens, which is definitely more than I gambled, or more than I figured it would be. But yeah, let me check the Kaspa, the KSRP bot real quick so we can close this down as well. And this must have changed some since I last used it because it didn't seem like this. So bullet, wait, Nacho is 59,000 24-hour trading volume. Konan is 6,500. Market cap is 5.5 million. It can't be right. This must be old information. Yeah, this is. Is this old? Let me go to the bottom. That can't be right. So let's see here. Hmm, yeah. Okay. So April. Actually, wow. Last one was April. Um. So top gainer is Kiro, 50%. Soon Zeal at 5.8. Nerd is the biggest loser. Wolfie, um, Croat, and Kaspy. And this is the Zeal chart. I thought you could. Oh, holy smoly! Looks like Zeal is coming back down. This is Zeal at 6,668 24-hour trading volume, 8.7 market cap. Um, yeah, I used to get the volumes. Now you can't. I don't know why it's waiting for volume. I don't know. Nacho is 14.14 million, 14 mil won at 850 24-hour trading volume. And I did pick up some more Nacho earlier. Wish I had picked up all Nacho and not Wolfie. But either way, this is Conan, the top dog on Casper with no 24-hour trading volume. But it's at a 478,000 market cap, 4,000 holders. Nacho has 18,000 holders. Zale has 433. Nacho's price is down 1%. Generate Caspy is down 6.8. Conan is unchanged in 24 hours. Bert is up 0.6. And just minimize this. So there's definitely a lot of new tools for Kaspa, KRC20 tokens. So let me know what you guys think. You like it, you love it, you hate it. Ether hash, hash rate is 1.05 ether hash. Percent mined is 90.98, so we're almost at 91%. Next reduction is 2 days to 55 cash per block reward. So I think hopefully I got some solar miners. Hopefully they'll mine out or hit something before the block reduction that happens again. But we will see in the meantime and in the between time. So let me know what you guys see there as well. Just looking around. So I guess we'll look at some videos because I don't really have a whole lot to say because I need to follow. Oh, what's up next? I need to get back up to date with the KRC20 tokens. So let me know what you guys have and seen and understand any new news about Uh, the KRC20 information. The closed disk, I didn't really get nothing out of that one anyway. This is just the website link for closing that. This is showing us the 5-minute chart with Kaspa. Guess we can close that one as well. This is cast.com. I'll move this over here because I'm going to be playing around with it. I wonder what happened with Woofy. Man, thought I was getting into the steal. Trending tokens. So Zeal's back trending, but it's not on here. It's weird. Maybe I can swap these Woofies for Zeal before Woofy's crashing all the way out. Let me see. I guess we'll go this. This is
launching on Acre Labs. Now remember, excited to announce the swap, the first DEX launching on Acre Labs. Now remember, it's not a true DEX yet, but once Acre Labs and smart contract is out, it has the potential to be the first DEX. As we read some more, you can see our mission is to provide the foundational DeFi infrastructure that Kaspa deserves. So that's really good forward thinking for the Zealous swap team. They are planning ahead so that once Acre Labs develops their layer 2 for the Kaspa ecosystem, they're going to already just jump in and build right on top of it. And if you were to watch this video, this is basically what they're saying. This is how the Zealous swap is going to work once everything is up and running. But it looks like you're just going to connect and use MetaMask somehow so that you can do the swaps. If you were to watch this video, you'll understand what I'm saying and be able to see how they do it. Excited to announce the swap, the first DEX.
okay. So is it?
Now, where the hell do you go every day?
To the bathroom, sir.
I'm confused actually, but this is my crypto journey. So this guy was doing this when I was making videos. So let's see what he has to say. Maybe he has some insight about Zeal.
Quite the wallet tracking journey. First and foremost, apologies. This is a later video than usual. I've been under the weather. So yeah, couldn't get to make a video. Put it all together, did record the figures and things. And this is interesting reading today, to be fair. So let's have a little look. So, bit of admin, bit of housekeeping. Talking down the left hand side, these are the tokens that we bought for $10 each. A couple of them bought more or less $10 each. Back in December, January time, every week doing a video, tracking through what the price action is. Be looking at the market cap size and stuff like that. But yeah, primarily looking at the price, seeing what's happening with them. They were very much a new thing at the time, the KRC20s, and they're still ridiculously new. But with the price action and the way the markets have been since the turn of the year, and various things that have gone on in the world since then, wars and such like, which are never good on crypto. Basically, the KRC20s haven't done much. Very much aligned to Kaspa. Kaspa hadn't done much until more recently. We've obviously got the update, Crescendo update coming in a few days' time to make the speed 10 blocks per second. So I expect on the back of that more strength for Kaspa, potentially more listings for Kaspa once everybody, well, the big exchanges, we all know who they are, see that the update goes through fine and there's no hiccups and such like, which I'm sure there won't be. So yeah, more positive things coming. And then I think the KRC20s are just primed to ramp up at any point. When that is, no one knows. Hence this journey, tracking it through every week, just to see what we've got going on. So as you can see, it makes not the best reading for some of the tokens, down from $10 to half, zero in some cases. But this is always the case with cryptos, and this is why I picked such a diverse set of different tokens, and I looked at each one individually at the time. There was a reason why I bought them. It wasn't just plucking them out of thin air. Looked at the team, or what you could see of the team, looked at their intentions, looked at their X page, looked at their telegrams, looked at their roadmap if they had one, looked at their website if they had one, and then plumped for these ones. I do have some of the bigger ones in a separate wallet, which is like private, my wallets. This is more like a community sort of experiment, I suppose you could put, for the want of a better way of putting it. So yeah, what we've got is the prices at the bottom are the running totals. So you can see with the way that the market was of recent weeks, it was down a fair bit and then started to creep back up, and then jump up to basically $188. And I thought that can't be right. So I was looking into it. And seemingly Wolfie, who has been a top performer, and we'll have a look at it in a bit more detail because it definitely justifies doing so. Wolfie has been a good performer. I've spoke about it nearly every week. And yeah, it's jumped up over 400% pretty much in the space of a few days. So we'll have a little look into Wolfie a bit more and see why and what's going on with it. But yeah, so okay, then we'll have a little look at that. But it just goes to show you, the whole portfolio, 12, 13, 14 tokens, whatever they were, is back to where it started from, basically just because of one. So ideally, the situation, and this is crypto, isn't it? If you knew which ones to buy, you would just buy them if you had a crystal ball. But if you spread yourself across the KRC20 market and pick, like I have done here, 12, 13, 14, whatever it is, and it will do well, you're doing well. One does well, kind of saved all the rest of the portfolio, so to speak. And I don't think that's the end. It's just the beginning, as I say. So this is kind of the attraction. It's a little bit akin to gambling, I suppose, when you're spreading your bets around. But let's have a look. Wolfie, there it is there. So I'll have a look at this started with then. So we've got Nacho, which is still a top performer. We've got Zeal, which is a new kid on the block, which is coming in. I haven't looked too much into it. I've seen bits and pieces of it mentioned in some of the other groups I'm in, like the Nacho group and things. I think it's pretty much a swap, like a deck swap sort of thing. But yeah, it's doing quite well. It was minted out fairly quickly, 100% free mint. I'm not sure about that. I have to look into that. But yeah, I need to do some looking into that one, in fairness. But Wolfie had kind of stole the show, and I've put all this video together and looked at all the bits and pieces I was going to talk about. Tango, doing well, back up to third. If you remember, over the last few weeks, it's been Nacho first, PP Kas second. PP Kas has tailed up a bit because it was up to like 8 million, something like that.
Yeah, I might want to unmute. What up, Rosa? Where you been? What is your biggest holding on KRC20? Actually, my biggest KRC20 token is, I think it's Nacho. I'm looking now, trying to open up the wallet. Actually, dun, dun, dun. What are we? What? Wait a minute. This can't be right. Okay, I'm about to say, hold up. Actually, it's not even on that. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Biggest holding or most profitable holding? Because I do have, let me see, 1.5 billion stomps, which is worth $6. But what is this? Yeah, 15 million Kaspy and 5 million Nacho, 9 million Kango, 51 million Kanan, and 1.5 billion stomps, which isn't worth nothing. 12 million silver, which didn't catch on either. 20 million Pac-Man, which I think they gave me. Somebody gave me that. I didn't even buy those. 5 million Marty, and 14 million Casplex. I'm hoping the Casplex does something, but I don't know. I don't think you can swap these. I think you could swap. Oh yeah, I got 5 million B Conans they gave me as well. I think you can swap on Chainsly, but I don't think you can use chains with Kaspa anymore, or Kaspa FYI. But yeah, I dumped all my Kaspa tokens into KRC20. So hopefully something comes of KRC20. If not, all my current tokens are sitting there. So I don't know. You see, is there a KRC20 swap? Yeah, all my Kaspa tokens, but the ones that are mining and I've been buying lately are all sitting in KRC20 tokens. So I'm definitely extremely bullish on KRC20 tokens. And with the development for KRC20 tokens, I'm pretty sure they will let you there's going to be a lot of work coming because there is a lot of it's weird. It kind of makes no sense. So there's a lot of development work for Kaspa. So I think it will be trying to see if you can swap KRC20 tokens. Trying to see it in the background. You guys know if there's a tool that lets you swap? I know you can sell them and buy them, but I'm trying to actually swap them. I don't want to buy them or sell them. I just want to swap. Kingsley used to let you swap. I can't find it, so I don't know if you can still swap them now. Right, back to cast.com. That's weird. But I want to say there was a swapping. There was a swapping feature somewhere. I'm just don't remember where it was. Oh, that's weird. But I know everywhere else you have to sell them. I don't know that you can swap them. Actually, I want to swap them back for, I guess, Kaspa tokens. You minted a bunch of new KRC, not amounts to nothing. Yeah, I minted a bunch of them. You're right. I was minting, minting them in the beginning when everything went weird and the minting stopped. Let's swap. Ghost Wallet let you swap? Okay, let's see. You got to get the Ghost Wallet? Oh, it looks like Wolfie's making a comeback. So I don't have to but yeah, Rosa, I got a lot of tokens that I picked up and minting, and a lot of the minting ones didn't even mint or didn't even do nothing once you minted them. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of odd, but it is what it is. And I'm trying to figure out about this. What did you say? Let me stop showing you guys. Just finish. Actually, let me come to this video. This long video. See what this.
Talk about how much of your Kaspa portfolio should you allocate to investing within the Kaspa ecosystem. In this case, investing within KRC20, meme coins, inscriptions. Okay, now you really have to first understand what are inscriptions. What are these KRC20s? These KRC20s are extremely unique because they are unruggable in a sense that they don't have centralized liquidity. Now, this is very different than, for example, Ethereum, Solana, things like that, because there's a much larger risk in those type of coins tokens, because the dev could literally at any moment just pull the entire liquidity. There's
Dang it, Rosa, I don't even have Chrome on this computer. I have to do it on my other laptop. I think I downloaded it. Isn't that the one that CG set up, the Ghost wallet? I don't know. We'll have to go back and check.
ways to combat that, like renouncing contracts, and well, we'll go into that another day. But for now, we're going to look at these meme coins, and you want to think of it as a liability, but actually, they aren't. They are a way to leverage your holdings, to maximize and optimize, to put your Kaspa to work, because these top two, all these top ones are here for a reason. They've been building and building and building. They don't have the risks associated with typical rug pools and honeypots that you perhaps could see farther down here. This is a classic example of a total scam. But so these top tokens, Nacho has been community building for almost an entire year now. Okay, literally almost an entire since 2020, since like May 2024. The idea was even in the thought bubble for even much longer. Kango is newer. They didn't launch right at the exact time of KRC20 release, but they have been building ever since then. Very strong. Kaspy as well. They didn't not as old as Nacho, but these are huge communities with incredible leadership. Okay, you want to invest in projects in these communities that have a strong team, because these teams actually make a difference. If your project has a weak team, then it has a weak community. A strong team is the people that are grinding on a day-to-day. They're the people, putting out posts on X, putting out, building projects like Nacho, building Cat Pool and building all the Cat DAO and all these different utilities. So, basically what I'm trying to say is you could put your Kaspa to work safely within these top meme coins. That's how it goes. The meme coin is a narrative that will always stay in crypto and has stayed with crypto since the very beginning of. You look at Dogecoin as the first, the first meme coin to ever launch, and look at it now, worth. Let's just see. Let's go to Dogecoin CMC. Worth 25 billion market cap. Okay. And it's still down a ton, but look at that, 25 billion. And we're looking at Nacho here as not just some other meme coin, but it is the first fair launch token on Kaspa. Not even just a token, it's the first fair launched asset on Kaspa. It's literally the first and only derivative that you could get within Kaspa, within the Kaspa environment. So it's like Kaspa is worth billions, while this thing is only worth 15 million. So it's like on pumps, this thing pumps more. And the narrative on meme coins is the top meme coins reach 5 to 7 to up to 10% of the market cap of the native coin. Okay, and then there's other things to think about, like the market cap of meme coins. How is that? Like right now, we're in a Bitcoin dominant market, so meme coins are down a ton. Just look at Dogecoin; it's down a ton. So they experience the heaviest, heavier pullbacks during market downtrends and stuff like that. During crashes, they see bigger crashes, but on bullish sentiment, on bullish markets, they maximize the profit, they maximize gains. So at this level right now, across meme coins, across the Kaspa meme coins, this is prime opportunity to allocate your Kaspa, to put some of your Kaspa to work. Now we're going to talk about how much of your Kaspa should that be, depending on how much exposure or risk appetite you have within these different investments. Okay, so that's what we're going to go into next.
Quick Crypto bringing you quick Kaspa news with
So it's
Bitcoin
had a little bit of
passing
a
and holding
settlement. We settled down. Dangled.
So I guess that ended his video, but I did see where you can swap in the Cashware wallet. But I'm looking in, I don't even have anything to swap, actually. Nothing of any great value. But I think you got to swap it to Casp. But I'm going to see if I can swap that and get back to the.
Come back from sort of, the takeover. Kaspa Kasper, all these ones here, all these ones are konan, good, strong players, in my opinion. None of this is financial advice. Sorry, just have to get that out there, obviously, for the, as I've said all the way along, this is just me getting my journey with this portfolio. Just want a bit of fun, see what happens with it. Obviously, if you guys want to buy any particular tokens or NFTs we'll talk about on this video, set of videos, then please do your own research before you go ahead and get into anything like that. Yeah, it's kind of like the same. It's the same tokens in and around the top 20 more or less most of the time. Some might drop down to like the second page on here, but yeah, lots of stuff to look into if you've got time on your hands and you're really early to the whole place. Well, people in really early to crypto, but definitely the KRC20 and Kaspa. I certainly wouldn't put anybody off doing their own research, having a little look, and maybe getting a couple of moon bags, and hopefully you can shoot up that wolfie that we spoke about. $10 worth of water, that's 150. Again, it's small stakes, but it just shows you how much the level of the speed and what can happen with the appreciation. So there we go. That's ticked along there, and then boom, jump, big style. So we'll have a look at that. Bits and pieces. I'll look at that stage first. So this is the one I've spoke about before, not in any kind of detail, but it's a bar stroke coffee shop in London, and they have NFTs, and the NFTs have real use case, so discounts in the bar stroke shop. You can get merchandise sent out, lots and lots of interesting things, which I'll show you in a minute. Just put on so that's zealous swap. That's what I spoke about before there. Wolfie's the one I want to go to. Payday for Wolfie's bar. If you check it or not, see reward. Yeah, in one of the utilities is you get revenue share. So if you have one of the Wolfie NFTs, which I haven't, and I probably should have, but yeah, that's something I have to look into. I have seen that this has been a good project since I've invested in it. When I listened to the guy on the podcast, and I stumbled upon. And again, often that's how these things work out, where you just chance upon something. You need to be in the space to chance upon it, if that makes sense. So yeah. But anyhow, I seen the guy speaking. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so the appeal was a bit stronger to me, because it's somewhere I can literally go without too much difficulty. But yeah, if you have an NFT, you get revenue share, basically, so you get tokens sent to you each week. So that's real world use case. I know.
What up, Donovan? Definitely Kaspy, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna click to the video because that guy's dragging on and I'm not even sure what he's talking about. First, so this is crypto pumps, and that's right, put all my life savings. I don't know about that. Let's see what he's talking about.
So in this one, we're going to look at zealous. Please give me a like, give me subscribe, because it really helps me, and thanks in advance. So in this one, we're going to look at zealous swap. You probably heard of it. It's going to be the first DEX on Kaspa when Kaspa has smart contracts. They're building on Igra Labs, and as far as I know, they're on Casplex. I'm not sure if they're sticking on the two of them or they're only going to be on one of them, one of the EVM compatible platforms. I'm not sure, but they're launching their native token called Zeal. It's going to be a pre-sale and it's on tomorrow. So I wanted to let you know about it. I only found out about it yesterday. I don't know if I've been living under a rock or what, but I missed it. So just quickly, anyway, Cas is having a great day today. We're up 10.93%. The market cap is 2.42. The volume is up 48% today. If we have a look at the ranking here, I put a post up on X today saying that Jerry Banfield, I can taste the salty tears already. So Kaspa's at 38 and Internet Computer is at 36. Kaspa was at 37, but we dropped back a little bit. So it's just having a little bit of a relax before it takes off again, hopefully. So that's good. On the Block Explorer, the DAA score is on 109 million at the moment, and we know the crescendo is going to happen at 110 million. So we're getting close. The hash rate has dropped down again below 1 exahash. So I'd say maybe some miners that haven't switched over to the new software for the hard fork have maybe switched off their equipment to do the update, and then they'll switch it back on again. This is my little crescendo clock I fixed up here. So the DAA score is 109 million at the moment. We have to get to 110 million blocks, 165,000. So 110, 165. We are on 109. So we're getting close. We have another 12 days to go, 18 hours. So we're getting close. So for the first DEXs on layer ones, so PancakeSwap was the first one on BNB. It did an 80x. We have Uniswap was the first DEX on Ethereum. They did a 40x. And ZealSwap is going to be the first DEX on Kaspa, it looks like. And they have their token coming out. It's a pre-sale. It launches tomorrow. It's called Zeal. So this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. I've got €250 that I'm going to put into this. And we just have a look at this anyway. So we have a look at Grok here. I asked a couple of questions. So Uniswap launch date was September 16th, 2020. Initial trading price was $1 and it was on Ethereum. So $1 Uniswap, if we have a look at this. So the initial trading price, instead of started off at $1, but it was very volatile at that time. Went from $1 up to 42. So basically that's a 40x for Uniswap. If we go back and look at PancakeSwap, and that was in the space of, that was September to April the following year. So what's that? That's 7 months. Like, that's crazy. A 40x in 7 months. If we have a look at PancakeSwap, so launch date was September as well, not too far off each other. Initial trading price was 20 cents and it was on Binance. So if we have a look at this, it did say it was 20 cents when it launched, and this one got up to $40 as well. So that was an 80x for that. So very nice. So what we're going to look at here is Zeal, the native token of ZealSwap. You've probably heard of it unless you've been living under a rock. Like, there's plenty of interviews out there talking about them. I've tested their decks. You can go on and test it yourself if you want. It's really good. So Goonboy Crypto, who is the newest UK ambassador for Kaspa, he has a post here. All you need to know about ZealSwap Zeal pre-sale. Pre-sale will go live at April 23rd at 1 o'clock UTC on kaspa.com. Key facts: 48 million Zeal, 20% of the total supply available, 5,000 total batches. One batch is equal to 9,600 Zeal. Price per token is $0.007 dollars or cent. One batch is going to be $67.20. Final cash price set shortly before launch. That's because obviously the price of cash is volatile. They have to fix that just before the start. Maximum 20 batches per boy, unlimited batches per wallet. To participate, fund your Cashware wallet in advance. That's that one. So there's plenty of links there. Here's a link and it brings you here. It brings you to kaspa.com. If you've never used kaspa.com, you just need to get a Cashware wallet, load up your Kaspa on it, and you just go connect wallet. You just hit connect and sign, and I'm connected. So when I have Kas in my wallet, this is all dark at the moment because the pre-sale doesn't start till tomorrow. Oh. Does it let me type in anything? Yeah, so I can put in, no, it's not letting me. Okay, it's not letting me do it because the pre-sale doesn't start till tomorrow, but this is how you do it anyway. It's going to be on kaspa.com. Connect your Cashware wallet. Make sure your Cashware wallet has Kaspa ready to go, and you trade your Kaspa for ZealSwap. Don't use your existing Kaspa bag that you have. Get some fresh money and get it to an exchange or wherever and change it to cash and then put it on your wallet. Leave your Kaspa bag alone. That's what I'm doing. This isn't financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. I'm going to take a chance on this because you can see what happened to the other DEXs, a 40x and an 80x. So why not put a bit of money on it and see how it goes? Plus, these guys are working with Nacho, Goonboy Crypto, seems to think they're good as well. I've seen loads of interviews with them, so they seem like the real deal. Another post here by Goonboy Crypto. Who doesn't like an opportunity to get into a DEX token of a truly next level layer 1 like Kaspa? Zeal from Zeal Swap is launching their pre-sale for the DEX token on Wednesday, April 23rd, 1 o'clock UTC, which is tomorrow. The Zeal token is here to shake up the DeFi game, and it's your ticket to front row of a massive bull run. As the first DEX on the lightning fast layer 1 Kaspa blockchain, Zeal isn't just another token, it's a pioneering force with insane potential. Here's why you need to get in now. ZealSwap is making history as the first decentralized exchange on Kaspa, a layer 1 blockchain built for speed and scalability. With Kaspa's cutting-edge block-DAG tech, transactions are lightning fast and fees are dirt cheap. Being the first mover in this high-performance ecosystem gives Zeal a massive edge. Think of it as the Uniswap of Ethereum or PancakeSwap of BNB. Rock-solid tokenomics built to thrive. The Zeal tokenomics are a masterclass in balancing growth reward. The first move, here's why is launching their by crypto. Nacho, Goonboy Crypto, like the by crypto. Who doesn't like growth, rewards, and longevity?
Trying to
Here's the
figure out
breakdown.
who posted this because it's going to go for that posting. Rally way. Cass was really trying to break 10 cents. It did break 10 cents. Right? I'm looking at this right? Going up the trading view back up. Let me see. Is this the one we're looking at? That's the long one. Yeah, and close this out. That's the one we're looking at. This guy over here. Play this one in a minute. Let me see. Got there. Looking for a trading view. Really? Doesn't always happen. All right. Looks like it is pushing up on the 5-minute, and it did cross over that 10 cents, but came down a little bit and came back up. 15-minute chart is showing above the 10. To the 45 minutes. Oh wow. Gonna go past 10 actually. Let me see. I might have to make another live stream for Kaspa. So RSI is up actually in the 70s, so I think it's gonna keep going. What do you guys think? 5-minute chart. RSI is flat. 15-minute chart. Actually, it's up on the 15-minute too. So yeah, thought I had the other. Dang it. Yeah, I do. Okay, so that's 12 cents. Actually, 1 point. Yeah, that's 12 cents. 12.5 cents. So it looked like it did break the 10 cents. It's been under 10 cents. This is let me see if we go to day chart might be easier. It was over 10 cents April 20th. Yeah, April 25th. What up, Crypto Maniac? So yeah, it is finally pumping up. I guess the next will be 12. Yeah, 12 cents. That's why I have 12 cents here. Actually, 11 cents. Got 11, 11.3. Interesting. Let's get back to this. Finish this video out.
42% yield farming and protocol incentives. Nearly half the supply is dedicated to juicing up liquidity pools and rewarding farmers with sky-high APYs. More liquidity, more trading, more gains for you. 32% protocol security and development. A hefty chunk ensures ZealSwap stays secure ahead of the curve with constant upgrades. This is a platform built to dominate for years. 16% team and players. A fair slice of the brilliant minds driving this rocket ship, aligning their success with ours. Free zeal for the community. Yes, please. This is how you build a loyal, thriving ecosystem from day one. This allocation screams sustainability and rewards, perfect for long-term bulls and yield chasers alike. Kaspa, the layer one powerhouse. Kaspa isn't your average blockchain. It's a block DAG architecture, crushes traditional chains with unmatched speed and scalability, making it a rising star in the crypto world. As the first DEX to tap into this beast, ZealSwap is poised to become the DeFi hub for Kaspa's growing ecosystem. With adoption and acceleration, Zeal holders are sitting on dynamite. Community-powered hype. Zeal isn't just an investment, it's a movement. Governance rights let you shape the future, while airdrops on farms reward keep the vibe sky high. Why the first DEX on Kaspa matters. Being the first DEX on a layer one like Kaspa is a big deal. It's not just about bragging rights, it's about capturing market share, setting the standard, and riding the wave of Kaspa growth. Think of Uniswap on Ethereum or PancakeSwap on Binance Smart Chain. Early movers win big. With Kaspa's superior tech and ZealSwap's head start, Zeal is positioned to lead the charge in the next DeFi boom. Don't wait, act now. The Zeal token fuses groundbreaking tech, killer tokenomics, and a Kaspa's unstoppable momentum. Whether you're farming yields, staking for power, or snagging airdrops, this is your chance to get in early on a future giant. Your turn. What's got you pumped about Zeal? Drop it in the below. So yeah, if you're not following Goonboy Crypto, get in there and have a look. And he has these posts here. All the links are here. And that is it. I just wanted to show you that the possible gains that could be made on the first DEX on Kaspa if it follows suit like Uniswap and PancakeSwap. It could be good, and you can put your profits back into Kaspa if you want. But you saw how quick it happened on Uniswap and PancakeSwap in the space of 7 or 9 months. Like, it shot up. So that is that. On other news, Kaspa punks, which didn't fare out so good. I have a few of these now. I only paid like 100 Kaspa each. They weren't expensive, but I don't know. I think the mistake was they made too many NFTs compared to Kaspa punks that they only minted a few. But here's their message. Hello, punks. The NFT market is not very active right now, especially for large collections. That's why we decided to make a wallet to freeze NFTs for 3 years. We, as developers, will put our first 100 NFT Kaspa punks in it within a week. Wallet address, this is it. Also, anyone can also freeze their NFTs as well. If someone sends their Kaspa punk NFTs to this address, we will freeze that NFT after 3 years to the sender's address. Thanks to this strategy, the reduced turnover NFTs, which allows us to increase. So, I don't know. Why would you send them there? I'll just hang on to them and see how it goes. But yeah, that looks like it's the end of Kaspa punks for now. They're taking a break. I had them on the show. I interviewed them. He's a Russian chap and an artist, and the guy that was into crypto. The two of them teamed up. Seemed legit. They were also on XXIM, the other channel. So he was on a couple of channels. I don't know what happened. There just wasn't too much activity with Kaspa punks. That's the end of the video. If you found it helpful, first, if you found it helpful, give me a like, give me a subscribe. But let me know, are you interested? Are you going to get some zeal? Are you going to log in tomorrow? I'm working tomorrow. So
yeah, that was actually a pretty good video. I wish I would have found this video before and got it ahead of the pre-sale. But then again, I don't usually do pre-sales. I've got into a lot of pre-sale tokens. What is that? I signed up for a pre-sale token, actually 2 pre-sales that never even became a token. And when the pre-sale what is that called? It was a pre-sale, and when the token went live, it tanked. And one of the tokens I signed up for is like Kleenex or something. It didn't even go live. It never, these guys just disappeared. The website disappeared. So at this point, I'm very, very, very with the pre-sales where you get in and you don't really get your money. I've never got any good value out of a pre-sale. So let me know what you guys think. Let me see. Guess we'll try Money and Me and see what he had to
Life
say real quick.
savings into Kaspa. That's what I want to discuss in today's video. I also want to talk about some KRC20 tokens because some of you have been asking for an update. But you guys need to remember, nothing here is financial advice. I can always be wrong, so always do your own research. Now, before I get into the video, for anyone that's looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. No VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link is going to be in my description down below. Now let's kick things off with checking out the crypto bubbles here. Okay, so you can see that some coins are finally on the move, like Brett up 22%, World up 18%. We have this Trump coin that is up 15%, but I want you guys to check this out, okay? So in this article, it says the Trump meme coin insiders have to wait an additional 90 days before they can sell. If that is true, then the whole Trump meme coin dinner contest finally makes sense. Check this out right here. Trump's meme coin dinner contest earns insiders $900,000 in 2 days. They're playing the game. You're unable to sell for the next 3 months. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to figure out a way to make an additional $900,000. It's absolutely hilarious. Like, honestly, at this point, all you can just do is laugh. But anyways, let's talk about Kaspa here. So I came across a post on Reddit here, and the post says this right here. So it says, I put all my life savings into Kaspa. Last week, I put all my life savings into Kaspa. I'm only 31, so I know while it is a risk, now is a time for me to take a risk. So I put a total of about $80,000 and bought it. So they said that they bought Kaspa. They put $80,000 in on Kaspa a week ago. So I'm assuming they probably got Kaspa somewhere around like 7 cents. Right now, Kaspa is sitting exactly at 10 cents. Did it reach? I think it reached 11 cents at one point. But I did, or recently, but I did talk about how I felt like the 10 cent, 11 cent area is going to be very, very difficult to break. And that is because the 10 cent area did hold up as an insane support level for such an extended period of time. And right now, it's been proven that this 10 cent area is going to be very, very challenging. Now, with the crescendo update or upgrade and all that type of bullish things that's scheduled to come in just like, what, maybe a couple weeks or so, there is a chance where we could finally break through that 10 cent resistance area and start making our way up to all-time highs and maybe even past that. That's a chance. We never know what's going to happen. It all depends on what's happening in the overall crypto market. But back to putting your entire life savings into Kaspa. You know, I remember many years ago, maybe like 7, 8 years ago or something like that. I remember I was reading an article and a couple said that they sold their house and they started to rent, and they pretty much sold everything because they wanted to go all in on Bitcoin. Okay. And back at the time, I was like, man, these people are serious. That's actually a crazy thing to do. But looking back now, seeing Bitcoin pretty much near $100,000, and it's at its all-time high was like 510,000, somewhere around there. So clearly, looking back now, that was a good idea. Do I think that anyone should be going all in on Kaspa if you've got $80,000 to your name and you decide you want to put all of Kaspa because you feel like now is a time where you should be taking all this risk? I'm gonna say I wouldn't do anything like that with any coin, no matter how bullish I am on that coin. And the reason for that is I've been in the space long enough to know that literally anything can happen. As bullish as I am on Kaspa, and you guys know how bullish I am because I talk about Kaspa a lot, I can never be bullish enough to go all in like that, put my entire life savings, because last cycle, I remember that Luna crash. Some of you might have been there for that Luna crash, right? Some people put an like crazy amount of money in Luna, only to see that thing crash all the way down to zero, because there were some problems with the project, but people didn't actually notice it at the time until it was too late. And then people were buying the dips, even though people were hearing all these negative things, and the thing just ended up going to zero. Same with other projects in the crypto space that has gone to zero. You never know. So personally, I wouldn't go all in on any project, because you just don't know at the end of the day what is going to happen. Now, if you are right, you've conducted proper research, because I know that not everyone conducts proper research. You know, most people go on YouTube and then they hear someone talking very great things about a coin and they're like, oh, this must be the greatest coin ever. And some people take their entire life savings and just put it in that way. That is the worst that you can possibly do. But the
Okay, this is not financial advice, just for entertainment purposes. But do not put your life savings into any crypto. I mean, come on, guys. Don't put your life savings into actually any investment. I wouldn't even put it in the stocks. I mean, I could see possibly getting into a position, but not your life savings. And I would definitely advise against that. I know somebody who put, I can't remember if it was Kaspa or Turbo. I don't know. This guy was telling me he took out a loan. It must be Kaspa. He took out a loan for 90,000 and bought crypto. And you got to pay the loan back monthly. So I mean, it's possible, but definitely don't leverage your life on crypto or any investment. Invest what you can afford to lose. Again, only invest what you can afford to lose. Do not invest more than you can lose. An $80,000 loss is pretty crucial, right? You could get a car, it could be the down payment on your house, right? I mean, I had some Ethereum that I sold and put down to buy a house, right? And hindsight, I think that Ethereum probably would be worth, no, actually the house would be worth more, but it would have been a pretty good amount. Actually, I think that Ethereum might have been worth more. I don't know, but definitely don't over leverage yourself, right? Especially with the economy slowing down, people losing jobs. You don't want to be in a bad situation trying to buy crypto, right? Be smart, people.
person that put in 80K and they said that that's their entire life savings, if they actually conducted proper research outside of YouTube videos, then hey, do you? It's your money at the end of the day. I just hope that we're all right about Kaspa. I don't think that we're wrong. I definitely don't think that we're wrong about it, but it's a high risk. Some people have that risk tolerance. Now, what I'm curious about is, would you guys put your entire life savings into Kaspa? Have you actually already done that? Let me know in the comment section down below. I am very curious about that one. But looking at Kaspa right now, so Kaspa is sitting a market cap of, actually just went below 10 cents, $2.6 billion. $2.6 billion market cap. I do think that life-changing returns could still be made on Kaspa. Some people think that Kaspa at its peak, whether it be this bull run or next bull cycle, some people think that Kaspa is not even going to go over like 50 cents to $1. I think that's crazy. As long as Kaspa continues to build and do everything that we expect them to do, then Kaspa could be one of the top players in all of crypto. Again, it's just my opinion. My opinion can always be wrong. Now, if we take a look here at this indicator, trade assist, you can find this down below. We are still in this bullish momentum, which is great. We see crazy amounts of sell zones, take profits, and if you did take profits at the peak here at 11 cents, it's only down like a couple cents, not that big of a deal, right? But yeah, we're still in this bullish momentum. Kaspa's still doing its thing. We have bullish things that's supposed to come in a couple weeks, and hopefully even more closer towards the end of the year. And I'm going to continue to hold Kaspa. I am not all in at all. So the title of this video is probably going to say something like all in on Kaspa, or, you know, put my life savings into Kaspa. But me personally, I am not all in on Kaspa. If you guys have been following my other videos, you know that I have many other coins in my portfolio as well. But sometimes people just like to focus on one coin, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you've conducted your proper research. All right. But that's it for Kaspa. Let's talk about some KRC20 tokens now, because it's been quite some time since I've actually covered KRC20 tokens. So let's see what they are up to. So we have Nacho sitting at 12 million market cap. We have, okay, so this PPKS, I want to know if any of you even hold this thing in your portfolio, if you guys follow this project anywhere, like what's the deal with this? Because right now it's sitting at spot number 2. We see that the pre-mint is 95%, but I still don't understand how this thing is sitting at spot number 2. So if you guys...
That's my question as well. Who the freak bought PPKS? I don't even understand what it is or how it is in the number 3 spot. And I hope he covers what happened with the zeal thing and why it is not in the... Oh, I got 2 freaking... I keep doing that. It's the top... How is it top trending? It's only up... Well, it's the top trending, right? But it's not in the dashboard. I don't understand what's happening. It's even top gainer, but it's not in the dashboard. It should be number 2. But for some reason, because I saw it a second ago, it is here at number 22. So I don't know what they're looking at here, right? This is 5.8 million market cap, unless it is not minted yet. I don't understand why it's at number 22. But let me know what you guys think if you do know or have any ideas.
Have any information on this one right here, let me know in the comment section down below, because I am very curious, because it's fun, because it flipped Kango, which I think is absolute madness. We have Kango sitting at 5.7 million market cap. The volume on this PPKS 120,000 here. Kango 523. Then we have Kaspi sitting at $2.2 million market cap. I'm actually very surprised that Kaspi actually came down this much. We have Kasper sitting at 2 million market cap. We have Quoke sitting at 492,000 market cap, and then we have the rest down here. Now, if we take a look at some of their X account, let's check out Nacho, 21,000 followers, and they are still posting consistently on X. They haven't gone anywhere, so that is definitely a good sign. Now, if we check out what's going on with Kaspi, they definitely haven't gone anywhere, still posting consistently here on X, still doing their thing, still building, which is definitely great to see. What about Quoke here? Are they still active? 4,000 followers. They are still active, so they posted 4 hours ago. My top 3 KRC tokens is Quoke, Kango, and Nacho. And let's check out here. Top 3 gainers today on Biconomy. This was posted 19 hours ago. And there you see Quoke, oh, plus 40% up. Oh, that's actually very cool to see. All right. And then we see Kasper here. 24,000 followers, still posting very consistently on X. They posted 8 hours ago. So as you can see, these projects on these KRC20 tokens, they are still committed and they're still building, still doing their thing, still working on exchanges. And I believe that these KRC20 tokens are going to explode in the future. I strongly believe that. I still hold my KRC20 tokens. They're in my wallet, and I haven't looked at that wallet in probably months now. And that's because I know that nothing is going on with, as far as like price action, nothing is going on with Kaspa at the moment, not until the upgrade. And then we're going to see where the price actually goes. But I do think that if we can get enough hype and momentum going during that upgrade period, especially if it's followed by like a Binance listing, then I definitely expect all these or not all, but the top players, the top KRC20 meme coins to start to make its way up and really explode. That's what I think is going to happen. Anyways, I could be wrong, but right now I'm not really focused on the chart action or necessarily the prices of the KRC20 tokens. And that's because it's more of a longer term play depending on the price on Kaspa and how that is actually performing. So as long as you've got a longer term mindset with these KRC20 meme coins, then right now, even though the prices aren't really doing much, I don't really worry about it. Like I said, I don't really look at my KRC20 wallets anymore because Kaspa was not doing anything. So I'm not going to expect these meme coins to do anything as well. But I do think that crazy FOMO is going to end up happening into some of these KRC20 token meme coins once Kaspa explodes. So it's all about patience at the end of the day, and this is why I haven't really been doing a lot of updates on the KRC20 tokens, because it's just there. I have patience, I have the time, so I'm just going to let the coins do its thing, and eventually, once the FOMO kicks in on Kaspa, we're going to see the FOMO kick in on the ecosystems as well. The ecosystem plays, which is obviously the KRC20 meme coins. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next.
All right, so we're gonna push this last video. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with the zeal. And I was looking to swap tokens, and you have to have a certain amount to swap. So all ones I'm looking to swap aren't over that threshold. And I do have the real token volume is on my Tangem wallet, but I'm not swapping any of those. So I got Kaspy, I got Nacho, I got Kango, I got Konan, and I think that's it. But yeah, I'm not swapping any of those. Right now, why would I swap any of the big boys? But this is on my Casware wallet. And I'm trying to see what is here and is swappable. And I actually don't see anything, actually, other than the woofie. And it doesn't make sense to swap, at least till it comes back up. I do see this CUSD, but it doesn't come up to swap. I don't know what the freak, man. What the freak? Yeah, let me try to finish this video. Let you guys get off of YouTube for the evening. Let's see what Cat Daddy has to say.
You know what I need you to do. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Stay up to date with news around Kaspa and Kaspa's ecosystem, as well as the rest of the crypto market. Subscribe and like this video. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? Let's take a look today at Zealous Swap. It is the first decentralized exchange DEX on Kaspa, built on top of Eager Labs, which is going to be one of the varieties of smart contracts. Should be going live this summer. Now, I want to get into a few things here. I want to go over what it is and what it does. I want to go over how you can actually get involved in the pre-sale and score yourself some Zealous ticker zeal tokens. And I also kind of want to go over the tokenomics of this project and the price potential that we could be looking at for this project. Now, let's jump on in. And first things first, for those of you who don't know what a DEX is, it's a decentralized exchange. And what it consists of is being able to swap tokens back and forth inside of the Kaspa ecosystem. And since we have smart contracts launching pretty soon, we're going to be able to finally play around in the Kaspa ecosystem and have some fun trading, swapping, buying, whatever you want to do, farming, staking, all that kind of good stuff inside Kaspa's ecosystem. Now, let's go over the tokenomics of this project, because that's something that I always want to look at before potentially purchasing or owning any asset in the crypto space. There's a few things I look for. Some of these things are not going to be available yet because the token hasn't even launched. But we're going to look at what we can and see how things as of right now look. Okay. So if we come down here on their website, they actually have the tokenomics listed here. And if we come through this pie chart here, we've got 24% allocated to farms, which, if you guys don't know, a farm is, without getting too technical, it's basically you're going to be able to create pairs of tokens and kind of stake them inside the network, and you'll be given tokens in exchange for holding them there. It's a little more detailed than that, and we'll get into the weeds of that once everything launches. We'll do some how-to videos and what it looks like and how you can do all of these things once all these features go live. Okay. These tokens are going to be distributed gradually over 6 to 8 years for people who are doing the farming. Okay. The core team is getting 10% of the supply, and that's locked for 4 years, 2-year cliff, 2 years gradual unlock. So they're not even going to be able to sell these tokens this cycle. They're going to wait until next cycle, right, before they're even able to have their tokens unlocked to sell. Listings and marketing, they've got 9% of the tokens allocated for market liquidity and exchange availability. So I like to see that, because getting on exchanges is extremely important in order for the token to take off, because you need the masses to be able to buy the token. And the vast majority of people use centralized exchanges because they don't know how to go in the weeds of crypto and use DEXs or anything underneath of that. Okay. So they do have some money allocated for exchanges, and in my opinion, that's a good thing. 10% of the team is not all that bad either. Okay. Some projects have well over half or majority of the tokens allocated to the team. Another interesting thing here is they've got 5% of the tokens allocated to Nacho the cat. And you can take that as you will, right? It's a partnership with the Nacho token, who is going to relaunch their token on top of Eager Labs, I believe, when they are live. So it is a partnership. If you trust Nacho, then in theory you should trust ZealSwap, because they are a partner in this going forward. You've got an infinity pool distributed gradually over 6 to 8 years. This is a staking pool from what I understand. So you're going to be able to purchase zeal tokens or earn zeal tokens from farming them, and then you're going to be able to stake them for some yield inside of the network and accumulate tokens just by leaving them sitting there. Okay. Then you've got 20% of the pre-sale, and we're going to get into exactly how you can get involved with this pre-sale in a couple minutes. 20% of the tokens, 70% of the initial liquidity, and 30% for development and audits. So you're going to have 20% of the tokens being allocated first come, first serve for the pre-sale launch and buying opportunity, which like I said, we'll get into in a couple minutes here. I'll let you guys know how to do that, how you can get involved. Community management, distributed monthly over 1 year to community managers. So I would imagine that this is kind of another portion of what I would consider the team, but it's only 1% of the tokens. So even if it was, you're considering the team is allocated 11% of the tokens. Not bad at all. Insurance fund. This is permanently locked, reserved for protocol emergencies, so it's never going to be touched unless they absolutely have to touch it. And then airdrops, where it's distributed across 4 airdrops over 3 months. And I'm not exactly sure how to get involved with the airdrops, but I'm going to figure that out, and I will let you guys know in a future video. I'm also going to create a future video, probably maybe in the same video, of how you can actually test the network. It's in beta right now, and testing the features and the swap. We're going to do that in the next couple of days as well. We're not going to add it into this video because I don't want this video to be too long. So remember, airdrops and how to test with beta on a test network so that you can actually go in and use the swap feature before it actually goes live on the Kaspa network. We'll get into that in a separate video in the next couple of days. Okay, but as of right now, this tokenomics don't look all that bad when it's all said and done. I've seen much worse with many more tokens in the space. Okay, next, the team is doxed, which is another green flag in this token's all-around setup as of right now. Okay, I always like to see when the team is doxed because there's a lesser chance that they are going to rug the project or disappear with people's money because their faces are right here on the screen and their names are right here on the screen. And a lot of people, I would say most people, don't want their reputation to end up in a rug pull of any sort. So I don't know exactly who these people are. Background developer with experience in Go and microservices, specializes in distributed systems and architecture. I haven't done a whole lot of research. They don't seem like they are well-known names in the space necessarily, but they do have background in developing and coding and all that kind of stuff. Nonetheless, it's nice to see that they have doxed themselves and that they are upfront about who they are. Okay, that's another positive about this project, at least from first look. Next up, I want to go over how you guys can get involved with the Zeal token presale if you are interested in adding this token to your portfolio. I will link this page in the description below so that it's easy for you guys to find the link for the presale. Now, on Zealous Swap's X page, they have the link kaspa.com, and what this is going to bring you to is this screen here. Now, you're going to have to connect a wallet, and it's going to be the Casware wallet. So make sure, if you guys don't have a Casware wallet and you want to get involved, download a Casware wallet, and you need to fund that wallet with some Kaspa. A lot of you guys who were around with the KRC20 launch already have a Casware wallet and probably already have some funds inside of it. If you don't, make sure that you download a Casware wallet and you get it funded with some Kaspa. And then after that, it's going to have you sign a transaction to connect the wallet. And now I've got everything set up here. And all you're going to do here is let them know how many batches that you want. It's kind of a weird setup. It's 720 Kas per batch. And for every 720 Kaspa that you pay, you get 9.6 thousand zeal tokens. And per wallet, you're limited to 10,000 batches. So I'm not sure how fast these tokens are going to go, but I would, if you're interested, I would probably get everything set up now and get online when, or even a little bit before the launch starts. The launch was actually supposed to happen today. The pre-sale was supposed to happen today, but with network congestion or something to that effect, kaspa.com is apparently not working right now when it comes to purchasing these tokens. And so they moved it to tomorrow. And we'll look at that in a second, the exact date and time. Well, tomorrow we'll look at the exact time so that you guys can be prepared and ready if you want to go about it. So basically in here, you're just going to click how many batches you want. And each batch is 720 Kaspa tokens. Okay, so you have to make sure your wallet's funded with however many tokens that you want to spend. And for instance, if you just hit one batch, well, it's not working right now. Yeah, something's not right with this feature here, which leads me to a brand new alert from, or update from Zealous Swap, which lets us know that update on the Zeal presale. We're postponing the launch until April 24th at 1400 UTC. You guys can figure out what time that is because I have no idea what that means. As Kaspa.com is currently experiencing some issues likely due to traffic spike. We're monitoring it closely. The new time is tentative. We'll confirm later today once things stabilize. Thanks for your patience and support. Okay, so get all that stuff set up, guys, if you want to participate and get yourself some Zeal tokens before the token even launches. You got to be ready April 24th, which is tomorrow, at 1400 UTC. And I would say good luck to all of you who are going to participate. And lastly, what I want to talk about is the comparison to multiple other dexes on different chains and their price action so that we can kind of get an idea of what we might see potentially with Zealous Swap and the Zeal token. Now let's take a look at Pancake Swap, the very first DEX on Binance Smart Chain. It launched at just over $1, and at the peak of last cycle, topped out at a little over $40. Now we're taking rough math here. That's roughly a 40x that it did last cycle. Now, if we take a look at Uniswap, the price data here starts at about $3.50, but I believe that Uniswap actually launched at around $1 something, and it went up to $42 roughly. So you're looking at another rough 40x with Uniswap. And Uniswap is the first DEX on Ethereum. Now let's take a look at Aerodrome, which was the first DEX on the base chain. Okay, it launched at 36 cents, but it actually went down further into the 2-3 cent range. And if you add all that up, its all-time high, it's done about an 8x. But remember, this is a first cycle coin, and we haven't seen the peak of the cycle yet. So it's already done an 8x before the peak of the cycle is even done. So if we base price action off of Pancake Swap and Uniswap and give Zealous Swap roughly a chance of doing a 40x potentially, then you put $100 into it and that'll turn into 4,000. You put 1,000 in, it'll turn into 40,000, and so on and so forth. Okay. Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is not me telling you that this is going to happen, but it has the potential of happening because we've seen it in the past with DEXs on other chains that have come before Kaspa. So when it's all said and done, guys, I just wanted to go over what Zealous Swap is and kind of an overview of the project, the tokenomics, the potential price action, and throw it out there for you guys to make your own decision here. But typically, new dexes, first dexes on previous chains have done pretty well. So stay tuned as well for upcoming video on how to airdrop farm for Zealous Swap, Zeal token, and how to participate in the open beta where you can use the swap and kind of get a feel for what it's going to be like in real time before it goes live on the chain. In the meantime, guys, continue to pack your damn bags before it's too late. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
So shout out to Cat Daddy for explaining the zeal thing. Although I realize halfway through the video, this is from April. And it is May. So like 7, maybe 15 days ago, give or take. So I'm not 100% sure what is going on. Oh, it's live.
Out. The link is in the description if you guys want to do that. But nonetheless, move your crypto out of the KDX wallet if that's where you're
live
holding it.
watching a live.
And I actually have to
let
go
me
in
shut
and
this down.
see if I have any money. I know I had that wallet at one point. I think I was
Let me shut it down so you can join his live. That is weird, right? Live when I'm live. It's weird live. But I was actually trying to see if he was talking about the what is that? I was actually trying to see if he was talking about the zeal swap thing, zealous, the airdrop farming or whatever he was talking about. I don't see that video. So let's see. And if not, I guess we'll shut it down. This has been a long live. But thanks for joining. Thanks for like, sharing, subscribing, and super chats. And thanks for supporting your main man, BTM. We are going to shut it down. We might do a XRP catch up live later. But as of right now, I think we're just shutting it down. And I'll see you later. Remember to stay weird. And as always, let's get back to the money and stay dangerous. Miner out. Peace out.